Canto 6. When consciousness returned, which had shut close the doors of sense, leaving me stupefied, for pity of those sad kinsfolk and their woes, new sufferings, and new sufferers, far and wide, where'er I move or turn myself, or strain my curious eyes, are seen on every side. I am now in the third circle, that of rain, one ceaseless, heavy, cold, accursed quench, whose law and nature vary never a grain. Huge hailstones, sleet and snow, and turbid drench of water sluice down through the darkened air, and the soaked earth gives off a putrid stench. Cerberus, the cruel, misshapen monster, there bays in his triple gullet, and dog-like growls over the wallowing shades. His eyeballs glare a bloodshot crimson, and his bearded jowls are greasy and black. Pot-bellied, talon-heeled, he clutches and flays and rips and rends the souls. They howl in the rain like hounds. They try to shield one flank with the other. With many a twist and squirm, the impious wretches rise in the filthy field. When Cerberus spied us coming, the great worm, he gaped his mouths with all their fangs agloat, bristling and quivering, till no limb stood firm. At once my guide, spreading both hands wide out, scooped up whole fistfuls of the miry ground, and shot them quickly into each craving throat. And as a ravenous and barking hound falls done the moment he gets his teeth on food, and worries and bolts with never a thought beyond, so did those beastly muzzles of the rude fiend Cerberus, who so yells on the souls they're all half deafened, or would be if they could. Then o'er the shades whom the rain's heavy fall beats down, we forward went. Our feet trod their nothingness, which seems corporeal. These all lay grovelling flat upon the sod. Only, as we went by, a single shade sat suddenly up, seeing us pass that road.
"O thou that through this hell of ours art led, look if thou know me, since thou wast for sure,"
said he,
"or ever I was unmade, made."
Then I to him, "Perchance thy torments sore have changed thee out of knowledge. There's no trusting sight if e'er set eyes on thee before. But say, who art thou, brought by what ill lusting to such a pass and punishment as meseems worse there may be, but nothing so disgusting?"
"Thy native city," said he, "where envy teems and swells so that already it brims the sack, called me her own in the life where the light beams. Chiaco, your citizens nicknamed me. Alack, damnable gluttony was my soul's disease. See how I waste for it now in the rain's wrack. And I, poor sinner, am not alone. All these lie bound in the like penalty with me for the like offence."
And there he held his peace, and I at once began, "Thy misery moves me to tears, Chaco, and weighs me down. But tell me, if thou canst, what end may be in store for the people of our distracted town? Is there one just man left? And from what source to such foul head have these distempers grown?" And he,
"No kinder strife will run its course, and come to bloodshed. The one party thence will drive the other out with brutal force. But within 3 brief suns their confidence will have a fall, and the other faction rise, by help of one who now sits on the fence, and these will lord it, along with arrogant eyes, crushing their foes with heavy loads indeed, for all their bitter shame and outraged cries. 2 righteous men there are, whom none will heed, 3 sparks from hell, avarice, envy, pride, in all men's bosoms sowed the fiery seed.
His boding speech thus ended, so I cried, Speak on, I beg thee, much, much more reveal. Tegiaio, Farinata, how betide those worthy men? And Rusticukis, Seal, Arrigo, Mosca, and the rest as well, whose minds were still set on the public weal. Where are they? Can I find them? Prithee tell, I am consumed with desire to know, feasting in heaven, or poisoned here in hell? He answered,
With the blacker spirits below, dragged to the depth, by other crimes abhorred, there shalt thou see them, if so deep thou go. But when to the sweet world thou art restored, recall my name to living memory. I'll tell no more, nor speak another word.
Therewith he squinted his straight gaze awry, eyed me a while, then, dropping down his head, rolled over amid that sightless company. Then spake my guide. He'll rouse no more, he said, till the last loud angelic trumpet sounding. For when the enemy power shall come arrayed, each soul shall seek its own grave's mournful mounding, put on once more its earthly flesh and feature, and hear the doom eternally redounding. Thus, with slow steps, I and my gentle teacher, over that filthy sludge of souls and snow, passed on, touching a little upon the nature of the life to come. Master, said I, this woe, will it grow less, or still more fiercely burning with the great sentence, or remain just so? Go to, said he, hast thou forgot thy learning? Which hath it? Which hath it? The more perfect, the more keen, whether for pleasures or for pains discerning. Though true perfection never can be seen in these damned souls, they'll be more near complete after the judgment than they have been yet. So with more talk, which I need not repeat, we followed the road that rings that circle round, till on the next descent we set our feet. There Pluto, the great enemy, we found.